What's up guys, welcome back. So when I click on this button here, nothing happens. So let's fix that. So we want to create a new page that it goes to when we click on that. So I'm going to go to the index file of the routes folder, and we're going to create a new route here, or a new scene as it's called. So I'm just going to copy that. This will be, I'll call it auction form. And this will be a new component that we will create. Auction form. And actually, yeah, this should be uppercase. And this will be called auction form. And this does require auth, so we can say auth required. Alright. And I'm guessing this just because it doesn't exist. Yep. So now we can, it's going to be a lot like login here, so we can copy that, paste, and we can rename that to auction form. And then here, you don't need anything there right now. Don't need anything there. Keep this clean for now. And as far as this goes, will this render right now? I guess come back here. You can close that. There might be some errors in this rendering. If it is, that's fine. We can change that in a second. What I want to do is just to actually get this button working. So to actually change scenes, we're going to create an on click here. And when it's clicked, we want to transition scenes. And to transition scenes, we use the, I think it was actions. And that is from React Native Router Flux. And then we do actions. And then we do the action we'd like to go to, the scene we want to go to, and that's going to be auction form, and we just call that function, and we can pass blank in. Alright, let's see if it'll take us to a new page. Okay, click on that, and nothing happened. Let's see if our log says anything. Nope. I think I used the right syntax. We did modules, sagas. Wrong one, user sagas. So yeah, we did actions here, and then we did actions dot. Just like that. So auction form should match the name we used here, which it does. So I'm guessing this is on press. So if I come back over here, you click on fob button. Oh, yep, it's on press, not on click. On press, okay. Oops, can close that. On click is for doing web stuff. Alright, cool. So when I click that, you notice it transitions to this. And I think it transitioned to the right because we use this. If I do left, does that change it? Nope, always transitions to the right. So I don't know what that direction does. We'll leave that for now. Well, let's check real quick actually, because I'm kind of curious. Direction of the button that pop-ups. Oh, so we don't have to even worry about that. Okay. So now this is what our page looks like. So now we want to change this form for an auction. So for an auction, we have 3 fields. The name of our auction, the starting price, and when we'd like it to expire. So if I come down at the bottom here, I can create one more field. This will be name this will be price. We'll call it price here, but it'll be called starting price in our placeholder. And then here, the field will be name, price, and what would be a good last one? I go as O. For now, you know what? For now, I'm not going to do this. Put last there, because expiration date, we really want to add a time picker, not really a field like this. So we'll do that one later because it's a little bit more complex. So here, this won't be called login. This will be called create auction. It was login, auction, create auction. All this looks fine. Guess we don't have to import that. Can hop back to the bottom here. Instead of request login, we'll eventually do request create auction. So basically, this is the same code that we're pretty much reusing a lot of the code that we used for the login page. Copy and pasted. Oh, what text do we want for the button? Submit. Be decent. And then for validation, we no longer have an email. So we can change email to name. We can change password to price. And that's pretty much how we want to do it. And we just want to say, yeah, that looks actually really good. Here, it doesn't like this const, why not? Up just exceeds the max length, that's fine. Everything else looks good. Request login. Now it'll be request create auction. And we'll go ahead and do that. And we pass in the price and name. We would also really want to pass in the time as well, but that's something we'll do later. So click on that. Okay, so now we see the name, see the starting price. So now what I want to do is I really just want to console log price, console log name, and also the type. Is there a type? Nope, there's not an input type. So what I'd like for price is I'd like to restrict them. See right now I can type anything. I'd really like to restrict it to just numbers. So React native input. There should be a way to restrict them to just numbers. Keyboard type. And what we really would like is decimal pad, because we can do numeric types. So keyboard type, and here we go. Keyboard type equals keyboard type. So then down here, for this field, I can say keyboard type is equal to decimal pad. And now move that. So now when I'm typing here, nothing really changes, I guess, because it still lets me type this. I guess on a phone, when it brings up the pad, it would just let you do numbers. I guess I'll leave that for now. We want to validate that they only are using numbers, though, for the starting price. So, oops. So I'm thinking it's not doing anything now, because I think this is the keyboard type is when they bring up their actually on the phone, the keyboard. I just want to see if there's anything else that has like just numeric. Return key type, placeholder, value. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's anything else. So then what we'll do right here is we'll just say, so if price is empty, say is not a number. We'll say expected number. And what doesn't it like? Oh, there we are. And we'll add a space there. So now if I refresh that, come over here. So a good one would be sell a jar for 12. And we were able to submit that okay. But for example, if I leave this blank, gives me an error. If I type a letter, gives me an error. And notice how, for whatever reason, this button doesn't submit right away. It takes two clicks to submit. I don't know why that is. I think it's because a keyboard pops up when I start typing like this. And then when I click here, it closes the keyboard. Then I click again, it actually submits it because the keyboard's closed. That's something I need to look into to figure out why it's doing that. But okay, so now we have our two fields that are, these fields are good. Now, that's it for this video. And then in the next one, we'll actually add a time picker here. That way you can select your time, and then we'll format it all nicely. So yeah, see you in the next video.